Good evening, everyone. President Benson, Chancellor Wilson, Vice Chancellor Krugman, Mr. Schwaffel. I'm deeply sorry that I'm coming to you this evening by videotape instead of in person. I'm sure you, like I, have been experiencing the problems of airline travel recently. This is only my second canceled flight in the past 3 weeks. I'm sure you've experienced the same. But I'm thrilled to be able to pay tribute to the outstanding career of my good friend and admired colleague, Paul Bunn. An outstanding physician, a world-renowned cancer researcher, cancer center director, and above all else, a passionate leader in the fight against lung cancer. Paul has dedicated his entire very distinguished career to the study of lung cancer. Paul doesn't mince words in that mission. Just consider this brief interchange from an online chat sponsored a couple of years ago by ASCO. He was asked by a participant, how soon after a person begins smoking does the risk of getting lung cancer begin? Paul didn't miss a beat. 30 seconds, he shouted. And he shouted it with great passion. Paul has a very special relationship with the National Cancer Institute. After receiving his medical degree from Cornell and his internship and residency in medicine at the University of California, Paul's next stop was a fellowship in medical oncology at the medicine branch of the National Cancer Institute. He stayed at the NCI for 11 years, and important collaborations there led to Paul's career-long interest in lung cancer. At the NCI Navy Medical Oncology Branch, he developed serum-free media that supported growth of both small cell and non-small cell lung cancer cell lines, and over time established more than 300 such cell lines that have been used and continue to be used as invaluable tools to the study of lung cancer. A little-known fact, I believe, is that while working with Adi Gazdar, Paul established the cell line that eventually led to the discovery of the AIDS virus. In lab terms, Paul was fondly known as the hands that could get anything to grow in a tissue culture flask. Although combination chemotherapy was first proven and enjoyed impressive success as a means to improve outcomes for patients with Hodgkin's disease, lymphoma, and leukemia, for many years, there was really very little we could do for the people with lung cancer. Paul worked at that time with the late Dan Eide, and during their special relationship, they were able to show that the same type of combination chemotherapy could help people with small cell lung cancer live longer. They further showed that intensification of therapy increased toxicity without any benefit in survival. An important observation that has saved many patients unnecessary treatment-related toxicity. Paul was honored in 2007 by giving the second Dan Eide Memorial Lecture here at the National Cancer Institute. On a personal note, one of Paul's fellows, the well-known Barry Kramer, said of Paul, he was one of the best attending physicians at NCI and has remained an intellectual force in lung cancer ever since his work here. The fellows in training at NCI also considered him a great teacher. At the NCI, the trio of Minna, Eide, and Bunn created the golden era of lung cancer research, a world-class team that made incredible observations. John Minna was at the bench, Dan Eide was in the clinic, and Paul lived in both worlds. He had a unique ability to move between basic research and patient care long before translational science was a recognized discipline. Paul is the role model for bench to bedside to bench. Not only has Paul served the university as its cancer center director since 1988, He is also the principal investigator of a lung cancer spore, one of the National Cancer Institute's specialized programs of research excellence, based here at the University of Colorado Cancer Center. The NCI Spore Program was developed as a means to better facilitate translation of laboratory discoveries into the clinic. Paul has been a leader in this program, not only through the research conducted here at the university, but across the network of cancer spores, to build collaborations and leverage knowledge, always with the goal to make a difference with his patients. As a Cancer Center director, Paul plays an important role in our nation's efforts against all forms of cancer. It is a huge job with a great many constituencies to satisfy, all at the same time, it seems. Even more, the 63 directors of NCI's designated cancer centers are, by their very positions, national leaders of the program in cancer. On behalf of everyone at the National Cancer Institute that I am privileged to represent, thank you for including me tonight as we honor one of our nation's heroes in the struggle to overcome cancer. While I couldn't make it here in person, I'll be joining Paul and many other oncologists at the annual ASCO meeting in Chicago in a few weeks, and will extend my wishes in person at that time. Paul, a special thank you for 20 years of service at this important center, and for your leadership and for your friendship. I'm truly disappointed that I'm not here to shake your hand and to give you a hug, my friend. Enjoy the evening. It is only a small recognition of how much you have meant over the years to just so many people. Thank you.